President Biden is traveling to Kentucky today to survey the damage left by what could become the deadliest tornado in the state's history. 74 people are confirmed dead there, but more than 100 are still unaccounted for. Our lead national correspondent, David Begnaud, spoke to a family who are struggling to recover after a sudden and unspeakable loss. This is what their house looked like before the tornado. They were inside when the storm hit. David is now outside of what is left of the family home. David, good morning.
Nate, good morning. You know, the only thing left standing that was here before the tornado and still is the stairs leading to the front door. But the door is no longer there. This was a 100-year-old home. The mother and her 2 kids were inside. They wanted to go to the basement. There is one here, but they didn't have time to get to the basement. In fact, when the home collapsed, everything fell to the bottom and into the basement.
He was perfect. I didn't always think so, but he was.
He was one of a kind. That is what Huda Alubahi wanted us to know about her 3-year-old son, Jha'lil. Last Friday night, the unthinkable happened. Alubahi was sitting in the living room with Jha'lil and his little brother Julius when she got an alert on her phone. Tornado warning.
I heard the alarm go off on my phone and the power went out. And my 3-year-old, he said, Mommy, I'm scared. As soon as I heard kind of like train noises, I grabbed both of them and just jumped into the closet in the bathroom. By that time, everything was just falling on top of us.
That storm shredded Alubahi's home, bringing the upper floors crashing down on top of her and her babies.
I was under there somewhere.
They were penned underneath the rubble.
I think it was the sink or the toilet. That's what landed on my face right there.
Where were the babies?
Right here. One was in this arm and one was in this arm. I never saw my 3-year-old because my face couldn't turn that way, but I did see the baby, and he cried, and then he just stopped. So at that time, I thought he was gone, but he wasn't. I never heard my 3-year-old say anything.
Did Jha'lil die in your arms?
Did.
I'm so sorry.
It was actually her youngest son's screams that helped Alubahi's brother to find them in the rubble. 1-year-old Julius was rescued first, and he was untouched by the debris.
I didn't know my 3-year-old was gone until later that night, so I never saw him at all.
How did you find out?
Their dad came when I was in the hospital, and he told me. I wish I could have saved my son. Couldn't.
You know, the storm that destroyed Huda's home also destroyed her mother and her aunt's home just down the way. Now, Huda has 3 older children. They were at their dad's house just 15 minutes behind this home. The tornado did nothing. They're fine. Their home is fine. The randomness, Gayle, of how it affected people here.
And you know what, David, that's all I can think about is Huda at this moment. You know, she has 2 children. One survives, one does not. I can't imagine how she's processing this right now. How is she under the circumstances?
She's okay, remarkably strong, but she did say she hasn't seen the kids since the tornado, and I asked why, and she said, I'm not mentally fit to see them yet.
I also, David, can't get over the before and after pictures of their home. The only thing is you're standing in front of the steps. That's the only thing that's left of their home that they used to live in.
It's hard to believe, Gayle, that everything, you know, we talk about storms partially, almost, kind of destroy. I mean, this obliterated the home. There is nothing but the 4 steps at the front.
Yes. Mother Nature's a mighty force. David, thank you, as always.